Okay, so we are playing Skate, as you can see, a skateboard game. And it's actually a brand new game. We are playing the early access version of it on PlayStation 5 Pro. But I actually do not really like it as much as a skateboard game. But here's the cool thing, and I guess it was made on intention. So if you have ever heard of the sport, which I guess was invented in France, called parkour, Skate is actually a pretty cool game where you can play parkour as well. So right now we are climbing a high rise or even a skyscraper, which means so, and believe me, you can go all the way up. We can actually do that real quick, but what you also can do, can do the typical parkour thing, which they are doing. If you have never seen parkour, I highly recommend that you watch some parkour videos on YouTube. The Frenchies, they do a pretty good stuff there with parkour. That's basically where mostly young people, of course, run through the city, run and jump over obstacles, up and down, jumping up, like vaults and stuff like that. So that's a pretty cool sport. And right now we are just simulating it here. I guess it's on intention that you can climb stuff. In this game here, I think they do it that you can climb up a high-rise building and then somehow try to skate down that building or jump on another building with your skateboard. As I said early when we started the video, I'm actually not really interested in the skateboarding part, and I was almost putting that early access version, which you can actually download for free on the PlayStation 5, pretty sure on the Xbox as well. You can play it for free, but then I found out that it's actually a pretty cool parkour simulator. Right now, of course not. We are climbing up that high rise, and now let's just see where we are. So we are pretty high above, and just in case you have forgotten, we are still playing a skateboard game. And oh, I see a actually even bigger building back there, so we are gonna climb that crane there, but we can actually go up all the way here, that building. Let's just do that real quick, and then we try to get to the other building. And so you see the facade of that building is actually made to be climbed up, and we can go all the way to the top. Yeah, okay. This girl is actually fit as a fiddle, and I would be scared to death if I would have to do what she has to do. Fortunately, she's just a computer person, and I guess real people wouldn't do that, although I have seen videos online where real people do crazy stuff like this as well. And so you see, for instance, the roof here, right? Or this one here. So I guess it's made on intentionally like this. So we are on top of that building here, which gives us, before we move on to the next spot, a pretty good view of the game area. So I guess you see here, it's just like a little island. For me, it looks like maybe it should resemble San Francisco-ish, something like that. Now, let's see if can we skate down here? Oh, you know what, just for fun, let's just, okay, let's just turn this way. Let's just skate down here. And let's see where that brings us. And here we go. She's, by the way, the most indestructible woman on Earth. It appears like that. And I want to show you what I actually mean with parkour. So in France, they do the parkour where they jump over obstacles like here, and then they would jump down here, down there, and then they would do a crazy move here going up and pretty fast. And then, so that's basically parkour. Okay, I cannot simulate it this way, but there was that huge building down there, which I guess before we end the video, we are going. Maybe it's faster if we use the skateboard. After all, it's still a skating game, mostly. And now let's just see if we find that huge high-rise building I'm aiming for. And we have it here on top. In front of us, sorry. And we are going there. As I said earlier, the graphics are not blowing me away. But can she climb up here? I'm pretty sure she can. Let's just see if we can climb up here. We cannot. And it's pretty abandoned, that city. So there should be more people, in my opinion, walking around just minding their business. And now you see we come more to that parkour part. So you see every building is actually made so that you can kind of climb up. I have the same here, actually. We can climb up. And now let's just see. Oh, that's actually the building we wanted to go, so that's even better. So you see it's a construction site. Although she's skinny, she must have pretty strong arms. And quite a lot of stamina. Okay, now we are at a spot where we cannot climb up. I was actually confident that we might be able to climb up here. Let's just check. Okay, nope. Yeehaw! Okay, we landed here safely, and let's just see if... Where's that building with that crane? Is it this one, or... It is actually that building. You see this one? It's actually the one I was aiming for. And... Can we see that crane here? No, so the crane actually is just... Where does it start? Let's just hop on the skateboard real quick. So, and can we look? Yeah, I know that was fast, huh? Okay. Let's do a little bit of parkour then. And just, she should be actually able to go up there. And she left her skateboard. Thought so. Okay, and that's pretty odd. So that crane on that building actually starts right in the middle, and then you see that? That's actually pretty odd. That makes no sense at all to me. However, let's just see. Oh, you see what? Let's go to that clock tower. We're gonna, before we finish that game, or my video, I was hoping if we jump on the board, we go on the clock tower, and then there is that stadium next there, which seems to be, as it's made of, that we can climb there. So let's see how we can get on that building. So we go on the umbrella. That works. And now we should be absolutely able to go up that, let's call it a clock tower. And so yeah, although it's a skating game or a skateboard game or a skateboard simulator, however you want to call that, it's actually a pretty nice climbing game as well. And I'm pretty sure it was made intentionally, because else you would not have these details here. Now, I wonder if we would wait long enough, if the clock would actually work, or if it's always like 25 past 1 o'clock. And can she go up there? She can. Here we go. Well, that's pretty cool. Can we actually go onto the... No, we cannot go there. And we could maybe even climb the stadium roof. And down there, there is a crane. I'm pretty sure we could go on that crane as well. And boing. Ooh, poor girl. Okay, needless to say, we wouldn't do that in real life. Now, I'm not sure why we are here now. And that's another spot here where you could actually climb up. So you see there is a lot of where you could climb up and down, up and down, up and down. That's pretty neat. And you can stand here, but oops. Well, but anyway, so you could climb up there as well. And then, of course, if we choose to do so, we could do what's the purpose of this game. Just could skate, which apparently I'm not good. I was actually hoping to grind on that rail. Yeah, I'm sorry. But nobody seems to live here, or at least not many people, so that's a little bit a bummer. That's the clock tower we've seen before, so seems that we respawned quite far away. Now, let's just see if we can also can go to that, what is that, they call it a Coliseum. If we can go up there and climb down. So what I'm seeing here, okay, sorry for that, but you know what? We get up there, we do just our old parkour trick. And oops, okay, I was wrong. And yeah, that's where I wanted to go. And now you see this part here. That looks just perfect for our purpose. Let's just climb up there. And I'm pretty sure you could also skate here, but then I am 100% sure I would fall down. And which way are we gonna go? So you see that's 100% made for skating down, and if you're pretty good in that game, you could even skate down here, which I'm sure I'm not capable of doing. But let's just see if we can actually skate on top of that building. Also, it appears that all these bridges, which enable you to go to the other islands, are under construction, which is pretty odd. You see here. So there's actually not a single bridge which leaves or enables you to leave that island. Oh, lucky us. So basically, I guess the purpose of that functionality that you can actually climb up and down is to find cool places from where you could then skate down. Except not so good graphics, and also, as I said before, that there is almost no traffic and it's pretty abandoned, that there are no people. I kind of really love the idea that you can walk around and climb up and down wherever you want to. So that is actually a pretty neat thing in that game. And I just want to see if we can actually find that crane. If we can go up that crane real quick. And it is here. And I am pretty sure these red rails here are our way to get up to the crane. And man, I wish I would have the stamina like our character here. And yep, she can climb up that crane. Pretty crazy though that there is no ladder for the crane operator to get up his crane. That makes not really sense in real life, but let's just try again. Maybe we are better off trying that going up from the inside of the crane. Oh man, she must have strong arms. Apparently cannot go up that crane. I should do it from the outside. Problem was I did it from the inside and there we were kind of locked. Let's just give it another try. And I guess I mentioned it, it's an early access demo, if you want to call it a demo. We play it on the PlayStation 5 right now, but I am pretty sure it's also... Okay, I'm not able to go up there. I'm pretty sure it's also available maybe on Xbox and most likely PC. Not sure if it's available on the Switch 2 as well. Would make sense because, to be honest, the graphics are a little bit underwhelming, if you want to say so. So I'm pretty sure the Switch 2 should be absolutely capable of rendering these, well, almost PlayStation 3 graphics or Xbox 360 like graphics. So she's indestructible, so that's good. She apparently never breaks a bone. And then, of course, for the skateboarding part, you can drive around that island, or maybe it's a peninsula. I didn't figure that out yet. And then basically whatever you see here, you can skate around. And ever so often there are skate parks which just pop out of the sudden. So it's a skater-friendly city. And then, of course, you... Oh, and by the way, you see that bridge over there? So if you go on that bridge, you can actually, if you want to, also jump in the ocean. It appears that quite a lot of people are playing the early access right now, so it's not just me. And so I guess basically you get the idea. It's a skateboard game, skateboard simulator, but it also gives you the freedom of walking around, climbing up and down buildings. If I would be good enough to time it, we might have almost managed to jump up that pickup truck. And I'm pretty sure down the road when people play this, they find fun ways to jump on one of these trucks and or buses and then just stand on top of it and drive around the city. And yeah, so that's a few minutes of gameplay of the game called Skate. It's the early access demo, and let's end this at the ice cream stand, or what are they selling? Hot dogs. And there's just nobody working here, right? People are walking around, but then it's, on the other hand, super abandoned, a few people here and there. So I actually hope, and once they release the full version of that game, that they are fill it a little bit more with life. I would actually hope so, because right now it seems to be like a half-abandoned city. But on the other hand, as I said before, it gives you kind of a pretty much freedom. And let's just end this with another climb. Oh, that's actually a nice, maybe not Art Deco, but maybe a little bit of an older building. It appears that we are not able to climb up. Oh yes, we are. I guess, can we? No. I was hoping we could hop from window to window, but apparently not. So maybe you cannot, which makes total sense, climb up every single building, but I'm sure down the road when the game